All right, let's dive in and talk about one of those error messages that just makes you want to pull your hair out. Stick with me for just a few minutes, and we're going to completely decode Tree Connect failed. I'm going to walk you through the fix, and it's way simpler than you think.
Oh, you know this one, right? You're trying to hit a network share, you know the IP is good, you know the server's up, everything feels like it should work, and then, bam, you get this. It just screams complex network problem, but I promise you, it's almost never what it seems. Okay, so what does this thing even pop up? Let's think of this error as a kind of puzzle. And by the end of this quick explainer, you're going to have the key to solve it every single time.
Yeah, your first instinct is probably to start blaming firewalls or routing, maybe even weird protocol versions, all that deep, complicated stuff. But wait, pump the brakes. The real trick here is understanding that the error message is basically lying to you. It's pointing you down a rabbit hole of complexity when the real cause is usually staring you right in the face.
And that brings us to the real aha moment. What is the server actually trying to say with Tree Connect failed? The secret is hiding in plain sight. We just need to translate it from, computer speak into plain English.
And here it is. This is the big secret. That's all it means. Forget the firewalls, forget the protocols for a second. Tree Connect failed is just a formal way of saying, hey, the name you just gave me, I don't recognize it. 99 times out of 10, it's just a typo. Now, this slide is where the big mental shift has to happen. We're also used to thinking about shares like they're folder paths, right? Where capitalization maybe doesn't matter. Well, that's the trap. You have to start thinking of a share name as a precise, case-sensitive label. Treat it like a password. Get one character wrong and boom, you're locked out.
All right, so if this is all about being precise, how do we make sure we're getting it right every single time? Well, I've got a super simple checklist for you, just 3 little rules that will wipe out this error almost every time you see it.
Here they are, and they couldn't be simpler. First, copy, don't type. Second, no trailing slash at the end. And third, you have to match the case exactly. Let's quickly break down why each of these is so non-negotiable. First up, and this is the big one, stop typing the share name from memory. Just stop. Run SMB client-L against the server's IP, get that official list of shares, and copy the one you want. Paste it directly into your command. The second you decide to type it by hand, you're just asking for trouble.
Rule number 2. Oh man, this one gets everybody. Get rid of that trailing slash. Your brain is hardwired to add it because it's thinking folder path, but remember our new rule, it's a label. To the server, share and share slash are 2 totally different things, and it's a pretty safe bet that the second one just doesn't exist. And this slide just says it all, doesn't it? To you and me, these 2 look basically the same. They should both work, right? Wrong. To the server, they are night and day. If the share name on the server has a capital S, then you absolutely must use a capital S. Like I said, treat it like a password. Case sensitivity is king. Okay, but what happens if you followed all 3 rules, you've copied it, there's no slash, the case is perfect, and it's still failing? Okay, now we can look at one other thing, and only one, authentication. It's time to isolate that variable. The key is to test one thing at a time. So, first thing you do, try to connect with the -n flag. That's your anonymous, no password guest test. If that works, congrats, you've just proved your share name is perfect, and your problem is actually with your username or password. If it still fails, then and only then do you try providing credentials with the -u flag. This way, you're not just guessing. So, let's imagine you're in that rare situation. You've proven the naming is 100% perfect, you tried guest and credentialed access, and it's still a no-go. Okay, only now, after you've confirmed all of that, can we even start to think about the more complex network stuff. So think of this as your game plan, your order of operations. The order here is absolutely critical. You have to prove the naming is perfect, then you prove whether authentication works or fails. 99% of the time, your answer is in step 1 or 2. Don't jump ahead to step 3. You'll just be chasing ghosts and wasting your own time. All right, let's boil this all down. What are the key things to remember? 1, Tree Connect failed is just the server's fancy way of saying you have a typo. 2, precision is your best friend. Copy the name, drop the slash, and match the case. And 3, isolate your variables. Test for guest access before you start messing with usernames and passwords. You get these right, and you've solved it. And really, that's the whole magic trick. You've decoded the error. So I'll just leave you with this little thought. Now that you see this pattern, a really scary-looking error that turned out to be a simple precision problem, what other complex bugs you run into might just be a simple typo hiding in plain sight?